What do you think in your life is so hard right now that you just gotta give up on your dreams? You ain't got nothing but time. Rushing. Like why are you giving up because you're not happy, or are you giving up because someone else is not happy? You can't just like give up because you feel like you aren't where you're supposed to be by the measure of society. Because society changes every single day. Every time someone else gets at the top, then society changes.
Welcome to the Friends in Beauty podcast, a safe space for ambitious beauty industry creatives to have real talk, get real answers, and practical tools to grow their businesses. My name is Yara Robinson, and I'm a makeup artist, beauty educator, and the creator of Friends in Beauty. I created Friends in Beauty to support like-minded creatives, just like you, on their quest to connect, network, and build genuine relationships within the beauty community. Join me every week as me and my special guests reveal the keys to success and longevity in the beauty industry, and most importantly, have fun while doing it. You ready? Hey, it's your best friend in beauty, Yara Robinson. Welcome back to the Friends in Beauty podcast. I hope that you've been enjoying part one of my interview with Merrell Hollis. As you can see, Merrell is just a wealth of information. It was just so hard for me to let him go, so I had to split the interview into two parts. So let's go ahead and jump into part two. So when you're dealing with high-end clients, what are some of your business values that stand out to them that keep them booking you over and over again?
Well, number one, some of my values, I have the work ethic of my mom. Like, I'm a marathon. So I'm going to be able to work. I'm going to show up at least 15 to 20 minutes early because I need to center myself. I want to be able to just be there. I don't need nobody looking for me. I am right here. You know what I mean? If you need 20 or 30 more minutes, fine. I'll be on Instagram or playing my game right in the lobby. Mm-hmm. Just I like my setup. I need my setup to look a certain kind of way, so that way they can see every single thing going on their face, so they have the moment to be like, oh, I can't use that, I'm allergic to that. Okay, cool.
Right.
Something else, you know what I mean? I'm always going to come with skincare and things that they don't need. I mean, things that they don't know that they need. And I am not all in their business. I'm not always trying to get a picture. That's why I don't have so many pictures with my celebrities. Mm-hmm. My main focus is work and making sure that the work looks great. And then walking into the bathroom with them and being like, what do you think? What should we do here? Do you like this? Okay, let's go a little bit hard. Can I come to you a little bit more? Oh, do your thing. You gotta build up a trust with them. So once you do that, and you're witty, and you keep your mouth shut, and you stay out of their business, and you don't chime in when they have an issue talking to their friend, and you're like, oh, I know about that because nobody gives a damn, shut up.
Right.
And you do your thing, and then you get what you pay for. I mean, they get what they pay for, and then you, in turn, they don't feel bad for paying you for what they got.
Nice. Have you ever worked with a celebrity before, or just any client in general, and they didn't like your work? And they told you, like, I don't like this?
Probably earlier on in my career. Mm-hmm. That has definitely happened, definitely in Atlanta.
Okay.
In New York, I don't think that I have had anyone blatantly tell me that they didn't like my work.
Yeah.
There's definitely been times that I've done a client one time. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. And I chopped it up as I'm not their cup of tea.
Right.
It has nothing to do with me. And it is fine. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? It has nothing to do with me.
You're not going to be everybody's cup of tea. And I think that's what people need to realize. A lot of people beat themselves up so bad over things that they just can't control.
Yeah. It's not about you. It's sometimes the celebrity is, excuse my language, sometimes the celebrity is fucked up.
Yeah.
And they want a certain thing. And then you give them that, and then in their mind, they thought it was going to look that way because they never showed you a reference. They never showed you anything. and then you do what they told you to do.
Mm-hmm.
No, not like this. You know, I think that is not on you. That is on the celebrity.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Because you always need to give some kind of point of reference.
Mm-hmm.
I smokey eye and your smokey eye may be two different things.
Right.
Yeah. You may want a blackout. I'm not doing no blackout. You know what I mean? So it's different, you know.
Mm-hmm. What's the truth about working with celebrities? Because I know it's not as glamorous as it seems. So what are the good parts of working with celebrities? And then what are the not so good parts of working with celebrities?
I have to say that for me, working with celebrities is amazing.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's amazing for me because I go in it as I was exposed to celebrity lifestyle very, very early. So when I am in a room with someone that is a celebrity or someone famous, it's very much like, oh, what's up? You know, yeah. And you keep moving. If I'm not working with you and you're not paying me no money, you're the same. Period.
Yeah.
Because just like this corona showing us, we all the same.
Yep.
And so that's my thing. I've been very blessed to have had, and that's why I've been with my clients for so long. Mm-hmm. It's because we end up gelling and connecting, and it's just different. I'm not going to bring you any of my bad energy. I may have had the worst day in the world, but you will never know that because I'm here to give service.
Right.
You know what I mean? I'm always going to be happy. I'm always going to be giggly. I'm always going to be country and smiling. And that is it. You know what I mean? I have heard some horror stories. But I really think that the celebrities are some celebrities are pretty insecure, whether they believe it or not. But they're insecure for a reason because they make money off of influence and of how many people like them. So the more influence they have, the more money they're able to, you know, command. You know what I mean? Like, you know, Cardi B, she's super influential. Everyone loves her. They're giving her top dollar just to sit there and be like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Because everyone loves her, including myself. So I think that, I think it's the type of celebrity.
And do you think it has to do with like the artist mindset and then the artist energy too? Because I know a lot of people who do bridal, for example, and I don't necessarily love bridal. I'm actually like,
I don't do brides at all. Won't touch them. Please don't. Period.
I don't necessarily do bridal, but I hear a lot of people say, oh my gosh, I had the worst bride or I had the worst bridal party. And I literally never had like a bad experience with a bride. I always get brides that are kind of similar to me, like kind of chill. Mm-hmm. So a lot of times when I hear people in like bad situations, it makes me wonder, did they bring a certain type of energy into the space that made people react? Like, how important do you think mindset is when you're working with people in general? And in business.
Well, yeah, when you are a hairstylist, makeup artist, or fashion stylist, we are designated experts in what we do, period. Mm-hmm. So when we walk into a room, they're already excited because you're going to give them something that they have never been able to give themselves. Mm-hmm. So when we walk in, we are like little mini, like we walk in, it's just like ooh, they here, the makeup, ooh, the hair, ooh, girl, you know what I mean? Because they know. So you have to be the calming. You have to set the tone for the room.
Right.
So even that doesn't work in all rooms because then you got a hairstylist that got a stinking attitude, or you got a stylist that is flustered and everything is, oh God, the pants aren't here yet. You know, all this stuff. It's like, girl, calm down.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But you can't, but what you can do is just stay centered. If you stay centered and be a calming force in that rock for that client. Mm-hmm. But the reason I don't mess with brides is because brides, this is their one day where they are celebrity, right? Mm-hmm. So everyone's waiting for them to walk down the aisle. And mind you, they've been talking about it for the whole year, how they don't turn.
Some of them have been talking about it since they were 6 years old.
My hair, boom, boom. So they need it to be perfect, right? Yeah. My thing is, the stress that you're gonna put on me because you are stressed,
right?
I don't want,
right?
And you can have that stress, and it's fine, and it's all warranted, and I understand it. Mm-hmm. I'll be sitting in the audience or by the.
I feel you.
I can't do it. It's not always the artist. It's the bride. The brides. Them brides are crazy.
Right.
But they're supposed to be. You know what I mean? It's just the way it is. It's the dress and the flowers are late. You got your girlfriend over here. You didn't want her to be a bridesmaid. Now she bringing her stinking energy up in here. You can't stand her. This one all in the way trying to control, telling you, "Oh, I don't like that brow. I don't like that makeup." Or, you should do your hair like this when you already had something in your head that you want to do. Like, it's hard for them.
I definitely had a mother of the bride tell me before, like, make me look a little bit better than her. Like, I was like, girl, it's not about you today. It's about your daughter. Like, people
Was
really.
Was it her daughter-in-law or daughter?
No, it was her daughter. She's like, make me look a little, like, better than the bride. I was like, girl, bye.
That poor daughter.
Right? She's probably been dealing with that her whole life. It got parents like that, but
yeah.
So the industry, I feel like the beauty industry or just being in business in general is very difficult. You have your ups and your downs, and especially with being a makeup artist or just being in the beauty space, I really feel like you need something to cling onto, like a strong why, something that keeps you motivated to keep you going, because otherwise I think I probably think about quitting maybe once a month, like, to be honest. Like, it's real. So what are the things that keep you motivated? Like, what's your why?
My why is because this is my passion. Mm-hmm. And God gave me this passion, and I've built, I've gotten this far, and still remain current at 43.
Ooh, so, look at you.
I know. So if I've been doing this for 20 plus years and I've had as many ups as downs as I've had, because we all do. I don't care who you are. Yeah. Unless you're born rich, you will not get from here to here. There's always some, and even when you're born rich, maybe somebody died, maybe something happened, you have ups and downs. This is a down for everybody right now.
Right.
And that, I thrived in Corona. Well, there will be a L'Oreal is thriving. And funeral homes.
Right.
But there's gonna be times in this, especially when you're freelance. See, the beauty about working at a TV show is that you learn everyone, everyone's energy. You go to work, you get your coffee, you do your thing, you go home. Mm-hmm. Every single time I have a new client, there is a new hairstylist and there's a new stylist. Mm-hmm. So you don't know what energy they bring, right? And how close they are to the client. So if the hairstylist has been with the client for a long time, mm-hmm. and maybe the hairstylist is a little, they can have influence on the client. Mm-hmm. Then you have stylist, or it could be the stylist that is bossing their client, because stylists can be real bosses sometimes. It's like the mama of the glams, I think that you have to center yourself and know what you're bringing, and just, just center yourself and don't let any outside forces get in your head, because that's all they're trying to do. It's a little bit of a hazing thing. They do it to get a new person. Right. And just don't down. It is what it is. You know what I mean? Maybe they saw your Instagram. Maybe you don't have as many followers in there. They're trying to figure out how you got hired on this job next to them, or, vice versa, and that energy comes off. That ain't got nothing to do with you. That's all them. Exactly. That's all them. It took me a while to learn that.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. So one thing that a lot of people don't talk about, I hear people talk about, but nobody really addresses this topic, because I want to talk about things that are kind of,
taboo.
Huh?
Taboo.
Yes. So okay. I want to talk about things that are taboo, not just all the things that is glitz and glam and everything. So sometimes I hear people saying that the glam squads that are made up of mostly men get more work than glam squads that are made up of women. Like, what do you think about that?
I think that that may be true.
Mm-hmm.
And I think that that's something that women should have a conversation with themselves about.
Okay. Like, why do you think that is, though?
With us, because if a woman is picking the glam, then it's her picking it, right?
Right.
I'm telling her pick me. She's coming to pick,
Right.
That some women are jealous of other women.
Okay.
I think that, and it's not like your fault. This world has made it like that. Like everything is like, ooh, when two girls fight, ooh, cat fight. Why is Housewives of Atlanta? Why is all this so popular? Because we love seeing it.
Right.
So I think that is one thing. I think that, I don't know because I'm not a woman, but I do know that sometimes I hear women say, I don't like her. And you're like, why? I don't know. I just, why? Why don't you like her?
Right.
So I don't know. And I'm sure it worked. I don't know if it's the same for guys, because I don't ever really walk past anyone and just be like, I don't like them.
Right.
I can see if something is off, like if they're over there in their home, like they're on drugs or something crazy, and I'll be like, okay, I'm not gonna hang with that crew because that's not who I am. You know what I mean? Like, but I don't know. I do think that men,
I guess it's just less drama, probably. Because I know I'm not that type of person that looks at somebody and like, well, I don't like her. But I guess with guys, you don't really have to worry about the cattiness or just.
You do have to worry about the catty. Yes. The catty as hell.
I mean, with the client, maybe if they're working with each other. I mean, with like the client, like if I was a woman working on like a female celebrity client, maybe because from what I've been told from like certain agencies too, is when I'm working with like, say like the Love and Hip Hop people or something like that, they would tell me like, don't make sure you're not wearing anything that is too like showing your body, because some of them have their husbands with you, or some of them have their boyfriends, and then they're insecure about themselves, so they don't want you to look too good because then their man might be looking at you. So I think with women,
and that's exactly what I just said. That's a conversation that the women need to have with the women. Because I know that. I hear that. I've worked on a set like that, so I know. But it's kind of like, well, he may not be doing the girl that come on set, but he's definitely doing somebody else. If you have to worry about this, get you somebody new. Right.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I just had to ask because, nobody wants to talk about it, but.
No, I don't think that, I'm a supporter of women, period. I am a feminist all the way. That's why I got into makeup. I'm all about girls. I love women. I love girls. Girls are just like everything to me. That's who got me in this industry. That's how I got on that video set, because of the best girlfriend that I had in high school who was gorgeous. You know what I mean? So I've always, looked toward women. My mom is I'm the only child to a mother who's like my mom and father. So I've watched her be strong. So it's not that men are better than makeup than women. Mm-hmm. But I think what it is that it's that dynamic. Like a woman likes a guy. A girl likes a gay boy. Mm-hmm. A girl, and we kind of gravitate to you. So it's different. A woman ain't running to another woman like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, in my opinion, you know what I mean? Like, they're not like, ooh, I'm hanging out with you because, I look up to you. It's not that, unless it's an Oprah or something like that. Yeah. We look up to glam. So for me, I'm like, oh, you know what I mean? All the things that I can do to you. And what you gonna do? You're just gonna be like, go right ahead.
Do it.
So who wouldn't want that? Who wouldn't want adorned? And I feel like that men do that to women when they we make women feel adorned, like just like it. When you get out my chair, you could run for president the way I make you feel.
I know that's right.
And you know, like you're like, what for it?
Yes.
Good, right? You know, I don't know if women do the same thing. I don't know. You know what I mean?
That is definitely something to look into, though. I like that perspective, and it makes sense. It definitely makes sense. It's not bothering me though, because I believe it's somebody out there for everybody. So
yeah.
I think just focusing on those kind of feelings is just holding people back, and just get to the work, get to the people that you can serve, and not worrying about who you can't.
Right.
That's always my thing. But I do want to switch a little bit because I want to know more about this skincare business, this lasagna. I want to know more about that.
What do you mean, my skincare?
Yes, hold it up a little bit. Hold it up to the camera. Yes. So if you're watching this visually, you can see this beautiful packaging. Tell us about that.
So, this has been in the work for a very long time, and you know me for a minute, so I've been trying to come out with this, that, and that. Finally, I was partnered with two amazing doctors, Dr. Alkash and Appa Patel, and we share the same vision and like beautiful skin and healthy skin, but giving you those benefits without that junk that's in the other products. So we didn't want any fillers. We didn't want any special fragrances. We didn't want any beautiful colors. We just want the raw product to give you the benefits. So the serum was our first baby, and it's an exfoliating elixir serum. And basically what it does, it exfoliates, hydrates, tones, and firms the skin at night. It's a nighttime serum.
Okay.
Put it on, you wake up. Within a couple of days, I can guarantee you're gonna have some great skin.
Is my skin gonna look like yours? Because your skin is popping. Like, come on now.
So this is what it is. So I've been using this before we even made this. We were getting samples and samples and samples of stuff. That's all I've been using. So I would get breakouts and things of that nature. The one thing that I've noticed from this is that like my little ingrown hairs that I had under my neck, all this is clearing up. I use it a lot down here. I used to have a whole bunch of like razor burn right here from the clippers and them edging us up, which black men get all the time. It fades just a little bit. It just corrects the tone of your skin.
Ooh.
I'm very proud. I'm a very proud father. I'm very proud.
So how did this partnership like start though?
So my manager was actually knew Dr. Alkash and Appa before me. And so he knew that I was looking for a certain thing and they were looking for a certain thing. So then we came together and we started jotting down things and, you know, writing down what ingredients we wanted to have in there, researching the ingredients, finding out how they all work together, sending it to be tested, being denied, sending it back, blah, 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 blah. Well, this doesn't work. This chemical and this chemical isn't stable. You know, sometimes you would put it in there and it wouldn't look right. It would come out nasty. So you have to, but we wanted it to still look presentable without adding fillers and silicones and things of that nature in there that to the skin. So, yeah.
Nice. And what's the other one you have?
Oh, this one.
Yes.
So, this is our new high performing hydrator, which does basically the same thing to this. It's going to firm. It's going to just help your complexion and plump your skin. And there's a little natural SPF in there. So you can use this daily. You can use the serum daily also.
Okay.
Yeah.
So and how can we get our hands on this?
So you can go to lavagnabeauty.com or lavagna.com or Lavagna Beauty on Instagram. And it'll, if you click the link, it'll take you to the website. And, you know, just for your watchers, if they DM me or DM you and you DM it to me,
we'll let you know.
Beautiful discount code on your first purchase.
Oh, you do?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Only for you. Only
for okay. Yeah,
so whoever's watching, all your followers, if they want to get their hands on some beautiful skin, go to lavagna.com or Lavagna Beauty on Instagram and DM me or DM you.
Yay.
And code for a big discount.
Nice. Okay. Cool. Cool. I
And
have to find out.
I was supposed to send it to you before for your brunch.
Uh-huh.
We'll have enough to put in the gift bag, but I was supposed to just send you one, so I'll send you your
Oh, nice. Thank you. I can't, my skin about to be popping this summer. They can't stand me. I'm not wearing no makeup. I'm just going to be
package.
Lavanya, just skin, giving you skin. So there was another question I wanted to ask that I totally forgot. You mentioned your manager. I want to know, because are you still a part of an agency?
Yes. I'm not a part of an agency.
Mhm.
I have a manager now.
Okay, got you. So when
So
you
they're
were a part of an agency, for
correct.
people who are interested in going that route, like what are the benefits of being a part of an agency, and how would somebody go about finding an agency and getting representation?
All right. So I'll answer the first question. The benefits of having an agent is security. Number one. It's relationships, it's follow-ups, it's everything. Like when you're creative, you're there to create.
Mm-hmm.
Unless you have a degree in business or you know a lot about finances or follow-ups or Excel or Express and all those sheets and all this stuff like that, if you don't know those
Yeah.
things will crowd or cloud your creativity because you're stressed out about, wait, did I send the invoice out? Wait, did I send the invoice out?
Yeah.
You need someone to handle that so that you can be creative.
Mm-hmm.
And also that you can get the rate that you deserve instead of getting paid $50 to do a full face and add a lash and using your gas money.
Right.
You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
that's the difference. It just takes you to the next level. You know
Gotcha.
what I mean? If you don't have the capability or the networking skills or the things to move you in places that, like maybe you want to go to LA. Maybe you want to do some clients in LA. You don't know nobody in LA.
Mm-hmm.
How you going to get there? You know what I mean? So there's a manager that has these connections that can get you there. And they also know the standard rates.
Mm-hmm.
They also know that you need to be paid within 30 days, 60 days.
Right.
And they make sure they keep going after them until they get it. They make them file a deal memo and like things of that nature. So that's what agents do. And not only that, when you're in an agency, when one person's sick, you go like it's a little piggybacking thing. So it's a little thing where you get to work with different clients that you didn't work with before. You know what I mean? It exposes you to a different creative and a different creative platform that you can do yourself.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Yeah.
and a lot of companies like big companies, L'Oreal, like the brands, Urban Decay, all these people, they usually go through agencies because they don't want the messiness of one little person coming in there and talking about something. I want to work for y'all.
Yeah.
There needs a bigger voice to speak for you. The reason I chose a management instead of an agency is I'm a little jealous and I like special attention.
At least you
And
know that.
yeah, you got to know who you are, and I know
Yeah.
who I am. So if I don't have any books, if I don't have anything booked that week, and then you got 50 other artists on your roster,
Mm-hmm.
keep them working. What's wrong? What happened?
Right.
Like, what's going on?
With
Because
my
you work
check.
too. Yeah, where's my check? You know what I mean? Like when you have a manager, you know that if you're not working or if you're not doing anything, it's only you. You have to take full accountability for why things are happening.
Right.
Not that agencies get you work, but they're supposed to kind of keep the opportunities coming around. You're not going to always get picked for stuff, but there should at least be an option happening. Like maybe you're booked for something, maybe it falls through, but at least there's something happening.
Right.
Manager is like I have the best managers ever. I have EJ and Lee, and I'm with Crowd Management, and I am very proud to be with them. They brought me way more opportunities than I thought. I mean, they got me my skincare deal. They got me other deals. There's so many things that we're working on that they tailor themselves to. You know what I mean? I feel like agents are your friend for when you're hot. Agents just like with a modeling agency.
Yeah.
They have all these girls, but Joan Small's getting all the attention. You know, so be over here and all over that's with the same agents. You know,
right?
They will throw away catalogs and stuff like that. All the stuff that the big people don't want. You know what I mean? Yeah. I just feel like that. You know what I mean? It may not be true. You know what I mean? But that's just the way that I feel in my experience of being with agencies. And I was with Kim Barboza for a very long time, like 10 years. And that was an amazing experience. He was like a dad to me. He taught me a lot. Yeah. He built my confidence up. My first campaign, how I got with the agency was this is odd. This is actually contradicting what I
like said. Sneaking onto sets. You snuck in the agency too?
I was networking. Kept hitting this girl up. Her name was Shauna Miller. She was creative director and artistic director for L'Oreal and Dark and Lovely and Saw She. Kept hitting her up. Got a 10-day campaign to do the color boxes before these new color boxes. But them color boxes that was up there for 20 years, girl. Those color boxes. It was a 10-day. It was me, Chucky, Oscar, June Ambrose.
Wow.
That was my first campaign. Huge campaign. Bought me a car, bought my mama a ring. Like I was doing too much.
Balling out of control.
Yeah, but that because he was still kind of looking at me, he wasn't sure because my book wasn't strong. Yeah. And then I brought him that job, and that's how I got in the agency, and that's how, you know, everything happened. So I did network, and I didn't do it through an agency.
Yes.
But, you know.
All right. So how would somebody go about getting signed to an agency? What are they looking for?
I think if you're a new person coming out, the best thing to do is ask to assist under some of their top artists or some of the artists that you actually look up to, and get on their assistant list, because you got to crawl before you walk. That's your cousin pops off and you've been doing her hair and makeup,
right?
And she and the record execs allow you to come on,
right?
Because we'll drop you ain't gonna pop. You need to learn certain things. So if you don't know any of that stuff, you need to learn how some of the top people actually work on set and on videos and with their clients and things of that nature, so that you can implement that in what you're doing. So that is, I think that's what you need to do. You need to get on an assisted roster, reach out to them, just try to assist, make sure you're talking to the agents. They're not gonna put you on the roster automatically, but make sure you're just keeping in contact, follow up, get on their damn nerves.
Right. I feel like it's so much that we could talk about. I don't want to hold you too long, but one thing before I let you go, well, maybe one thing before the last thing, before I let you go, because you mentioned assisting, and assisting is how we met. So I want to know, in your opinion, what are the things that you look for in an assistant? Because a lot of people, they don't know. Some people, they just don't know how to act when they get on set and all of those good things. So what are the things that is like kind of standard for a role as an assistant?
So that's the reason why it's been so hard for me to find an assistant now. You and Delina were probably my last great people that I worked with that were like my assistants. I feel like the new people now just want to be on so bad. I had one girl that when she assisted me, number one, she was talking the whole time and just doing too much. And then when we finished, she was like, how did I do? You know, blah, 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 blah. And I was like, oh, you did all right. Cause you know, I'm not going to cuss you out, you know? Yeah. And then she was like, yeah. So I was wondering, like, when would be like a good time for us to talk? So like, you can send me out on jobs. I was like, okay, baby. Like, what? Send you out on jobs? Do you want me to get you jobs, or you want to be able to fill in for me when I can't?
Right. She wants you to send her out on your behalf.
Get out of here. So I feel like to be a great assistant is to pay attention to detail to what the person you're assisting needs.
Mm-hmm.
Make sure the brushes are always clean. Make sure what you see their setup, make sure their setup remains the same. Mm-hmm. So if a pencil drop or something over there, you put it right back in the pencil bin. You put everything the way it was originally set up. So every time you go back, it's right there. Boom. Right there. Boom. Oh, the brush. Oh, I need this brush. Oh, it's already clean. You need to be able to surprise the person so they're like, damn, you are helpful.
Yeah.
It should be a necessity. If you're not a necessity, then you're wasting money, because I'll just take your assistant fee. Mm-hmm. I don't need to, you know what I mean? You need to be a necessity, and you need to be quiet. The person that, if a person comes and an editor or something comes to you and they're like, oh, I like what you did with that, you know, blah, 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 blah. Make sure you always refer to the person you're assisting. Mm-hmm. You know, this person, you know, oh, he told me to do da, 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 da. Oh, we're doing it because blah, 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 blah. Make sure you put to reference to that, because that is that person's set. Don't try to hijack it, because you can't.
Right. And it's going to look bad.
It's going to look bad. And then that person is going to tell every other person not to let you assist, and it's going to be hard for you to get an assistant job.
Mm. And I always tell people, I don't know if people think that the industry is small, but it really isn't. It's really not as small as we think it is. And word travels like that. I've seen it.
Instantly. Coast to coast, north to south.
Yep.
I hear stuff about people in Atlanta on movie sets when I'm up here.
Right. So always be on your best behavior. Do your best. Like, just use common sense too. But common sense isn't so common sometimes. So I don't know what to say. Just do your best. That's all I can say. So what's next for you, Merrell?
So what's next for me? What's next for me, I can't really say right now, but there will definitely be something that will be in everyone's kit, and will be in. There will be about 7 or 8 more SKUs to the skincare line, which is products. LA.
No, you've been talking about LA for a long time, so I believe.
I know, but this is it. Like I'm done. The only thing that's holding me here is the Wendy show.
I was going to ask you that. So what's going to happen with the show if you do that?
The minute it's wrapped,
right?
I'm gone.
Okay.
But you don't lose. I'm not gonna leave. I'm not gonna leave a bag to go to a maybe bag.
Yeah, definitely.
Too old for that, child. I don't look good when I struggle. That struggling only looks good on the young.
Okay. Well, you're still young though.
Good on the young. Hustle and struggle and all that stuff looks so good on youth.
Yeah.
Also, older is kind of like, damn. Oh.
Look at him.
I know, child. Just see if you can give them some. Send your client to them. It just feels. Yeah. I need to be secure. So, So that's why I've been going back and forth to LA, just to make sure that I'm creating my feeling and my
that network over there.
Mm-hmm.
So when you land,
year before this, I would have been there now.
Yeah.
For the summer month.
Never been to LA. Never been.
So I'll give you, because we're very similar, with our expectation of people. So LA, in my opinion, is an amazing place, and everyone is very nice, and everyone's beautiful. Some are a little too beautiful, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
But I think that it's amazing. It's an amazing place to create and to connect and do all those things. Now, on the other side is that it looks like that. But hey, we got a call. We're going to talk tomorrow. Yeah, let's hang out tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah. No, I got a job for you tomorrow. Let me tell you something. Let me call my friend right now. Hey, Keisha. Yeah, let's get him on set tomorrow. Blah, 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 blah.
Right.
Crickets.
So people fake.
So I wouldn't say fake. I would say at LA, if you just sit in LA for a little bit, you'll see how it moves. It's not that it's fake. LA is not fake. LA is about connecting and what do you do? And it's all that. But the thing is, why is that bad?
Right. Like, get straight to the point pretty much.
I have all the friends I need. So why are we being friends again? Because I'm, you know, I have my core right here. You want to hang out? Why do you want to hang out? What's the reason? You know what I mean? I need to know I know what I'm bringing. So what are you bringing so that we can have a friendship?
Right.
I mean, it's that, which is how you should be moving in life. You know what I mean? Like, it's not like, don't hang with your cousin Pookie because, you know, she here and she ain't got much. You know, like, it's not that. It's just that new connections. What values are we bringing? So yeah.
Right. How have you adjusted with the whole COVID situation?
I'm learning a lot more about myself, so I'm very thankful for this moment. I'm not thankful for not being able to create income now, but you know, money is not everything. It is a necessity in the world that we live in.
Right.
But the grind to want to go out and get money is not everything. And that's where I was stuck on. And, you know, like, you know, create content, do this, gotta do this shoot, gotta get here, gotta hang out at this place, gotta talk to this person, make sure you go to this person, go to Essence, go to Allure, go to these places, do these desktops. I hadn't had time to really just sit down and ask myself, what do I really want?
Right.
And so, like, that's what I'm doing with this time. I'm trying to figure out where I really want to be, because the rat race has been driving me to a place where I thought I wanted something that I now know that I really don't want that. So I know in my heart I don't want that. So there's I want, you know, it's just a certain lifestyle and a certain thing and a certain energy I want around me. And all of that is now just coming together. The friends that are gonna be in my life are in my life right now, that are the ones that I'm talking to through COVID. That's it. Right. I know, like, there's no one else. No one else. Nice. I think that I don't know. I'm way more clear. Way more clear. I feel healthy. I feel healthy. I don't know. I cannot, and I can only say that because I am blessed to not have lost anyone and not have gotten sick. Right. And I am able to eat. So that's why I'm saying that now. You know what I mean? Because I am right now in this space, I have every single thing that I need and more.
Right. Yeah. Thanks for sharing that. Seriously, I feel the same way. It's definitely been a time of reflection. I don't feel like the pressure to create. It's kind of like I'm just going with the flow. I was able to start this podcast. I was able to release my Skin Queen line. Like, it's been so much that I've been able to do without the pressure of getting it done. Right. Like, I have my own deadlines, but I don't feel like the pressure behind it. Like, I have to do this. Definitely.
Right.
So before I let you go, I want to ask, so I'm still trying to figure out the name for this, but I want to ask you some Friends in Beauty rapid fire questions. So the first thing that comes to your head, just give it to me.
Okay.
All right. So what are the top 3 keys to your success?
God. Love and experience.
Nice. God, love, and experience. I love that. How do you measure your success?
I don't. When I was trying to measure it, I was never happy.
Because I know some people measure it with money, like material things, and other people measure it by the way they feel, like just their state of mind and everything like that.
So happiness would be mine then.
Okay, cool. What's the best advice you ever received?
This is a story for another time, but the best advice I've ever received was keep your mouth shut.
Ooh, yes. Okay. Keep your mouth shut.
That's
All right.
That's for your dreams, gossip,
Mm-hmm.
Who you're dating, who you like, what's going to keep your mouth shut.
Nice. I like that. What advice would you give to someone who is just ready to give up on their dreams in this industry? What advice would you give them right now?
Who told you you were allowed to do that? And
Yeah.
what in your life, what do you think in your life is so hard right now that you just got to give up on your dreams? You ain't got nothing but time. Stop rushing. Like why are you giving up because you're not happy, or are you giving up because someone else is not happy? Like, you can't just like give up because you feel like you aren't where you're supposed to be by the measure of society. Because society changes every single day. Every time someone else gets at the top, then society changes. We never thought Cardi B would be who she is. Boom. Mm-hmm. We never thought we would have a Black president. Boom. All these things change society. So you create the bubble for yourself. So yeah, don't give up and pray.
Nice. What's a resource that has helped you in your business that you can share with the Friends in Beauty community?
There is a book that I read, and where is it? Oh, let me see if I can get it. So there are two books that I live by. They are literally like my Bible. So we have The Power of Now. Where is that? Oh, how do they do it? So we have The Power of Now. Uh-huh. And we have The Wisdom of Florence Scovel Sheen.
Okay.
And both of these are basically books to let you know, like, if you are in depression and you are in these places, there are so many people that have it way worse than you, and not to think way before or look at the past. Try not to beat yourself up. If you messed up, you messed up. Mm-hmm. You're still alive. It can be corrected.
Right.
Period,
poo.
And yeah, everything, it's that kind of thing.
All right. And the last one, I want you to fill in the blank. So my name is blank, and the key to longevity in business is blank.
Okay. So my name is Merrell Hollis, and the key to longevity and success is consistency.
All right. You heard it from him. Consistency. Consistency is the key. It's the key to everything. Is there anything else that you would like to share before I let you go?
No, I think that is it. I think I got everything. Make sure y'all go to Lavanya.
Yes.
Lavanya.com, LUVANYA.com. DM me for a special discount code.
And where can people find you?
They can find me on Merrell Hollis on IG. Merrell Hollis everywhere. Everything is.
See, that consistency.
Consistency. Don't be having beat by Natasha and da-da-da-da-da, because people, when you get to a certain level, it's going to be hard to brand it and to copyright it and to patent those things and to, get your name. Your name is unique for a reason.
And I always tell people, I just want them to know who to put on the check. So just keep it simple.
Keep it simple.
Keep it simple. All right. Well, thank you so much, Merrell.
Oh, this was fun.
Oh my God, thank you. So I can't even thank you enough. This was amazing. And I just don't know what to say. Thank you.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks for listening to the Friends in Beauty podcast. Don't forget, sharing is caring. Share this episode with at least one friend in beauty, and subscribe, rate, and review on Apple Podcasts so that other friends in beauty can find this show. Plus, we'd love to hear your feedback. Connect with us on all social media platforms at Friends in Beauty, #Friends in Beauty to join the conversation, and join our Friends in Beauty Facebook community to stay connected. Talk to you soon.